Okay, here we are in Lancaster. We got a project that's rolling probably tomorrow, we're thinking. And it's a detached garage, strip shingle gutter, and a nice little house. That's 3 layers. The garage has 2 layers. This one has 3 layers. Wood shake shingles. It's going to get new decking. We're going to, as you can see, this old straps from the gutters are just hanging there. Well, the ice has dropped those, torn those off a few times. So we're going to end up plumbing off this fascia board, making it squared so the gutter will mount to the fascia. But more importantly, we're going to be able to install a vented soffit system at the eaves. We got the formula calls out for 11 roof vents for exit air. And then our soffit vents, and as long as the customer has got a decent amount of insulation in it, they'll be in good shape. We've got a shingle roof that's going to be done up there with new gutters. These old galvanized gutters are coming off, and then this is a flat roof. We're not doing anything on the flat roof other than the gutters. And then possibly rearrange some downspouts here. We're going to end up with dropping this upper gutter down into the lower and putting the lower downspouts here to where they deliver out in front of the house, because right now the water from that big gutter comes here. You can see it's starting to crack the driveway and becoming a problem. So water diversion's critical, and that's what we do the best. So we're looking at the siding. It's an old aluminum siding. A lot of the paint's off. It's actually due to be painted, and the aluminum trim on the windows are also oxidized, and the paint's off. But you know what? This stuff will last forever. You know, a good coat of paint. Now that today's paints, the way they've got them, sometimes when you got a house that's the siding's in this good a shape, it's more advantageous to just paint it rather than residing it. Even though there's a lot of scrap money there, but I bet you that's been done probably 35 years ago. Nice big front porch, country style house. We're going to get rid of the antennas that are up top. I don't think they use antennas anymore. I'll confirm that. And we're going to end up having the dumpster, because the driveway's fairly new. This is one that we will have a dumpster on, which we almost never do. The dumpster's going to be parked here, and it's got to be 40-yarder, because we're going to have over 90 square roofing between the two going in there, and that is somewhere around 20,000 pounds. And so they're going to be bringing 20,000 pounds off the 2 roofs, and then on the main roof they're going to be putting probably about maybe about 8,000 between new decking and shingles. They're going to go with green, a forest green roof color, and the white gutters with the white trim, and it'll look sharp when it's done. So we'll come back here and get another peek at it. You can see how some of this stuff is apart, where water erosion has been a problem, and really this tree that's behind me has been clogging these gutters up, and the customer may want to consider putting a helmet on those gutters. But we're going to try to get all the water to flow around this way here, and same with this downspout here. If we can get the 2 downspouts on the front here, that makes the most sense. Okay, this side here is going to be a little bit of tight. We're going to end up with a pump jack on that end, protecting the neighbor's garage, and of course protecting the walls, and everything will be tarped for the tear off. But there's going to be a lot of activity here. And now the customer, or the neighbor next door, obviously is going to move their little camper for us tomorrow. He's going to want to do something with his chimney up there, because that's in rough shape. And I will point that out to him. Tell you what's fun is these little front peaks. These are called bull noses. And the bull nose has got, it's in a world of its own, because you got to scaffold off to get to it. And the silly thing's only about 9 feet wide, but it's steep. It's a real encumbersome little piece of roofing. And there's one on the front, one on the back, and of course the garage has one on the front also. So it looks like he's been getting some water in on his header up here too. Looks like we got a little bit of a crinkle in the trim. And I think his post might be ready to be, something's got to be done with his post. But I think this guy's pretty handy, and he can handle most of that. But roofing, you're going to leave that up to somebody with a lot of manpower and experience. Now we are starting to experience some stuff in the industry too with the turn down in the economy. A lot of people are starting businesses this year, believe it or not. And one of the first businesses they're starting is roofing and siding. So just like 1990 and after the 9/11, 1990 Gulf War, after the 9/11, and then of course somewhere in between there we had I believe it was 2000, yeah, right around 2002 or something like that. We had a real downturn, and 2 to 3 years after that, I was inundated with calls from people who had their friend's neighbor's uncle's cousin do the roof. Now they don't talk to him anymore. They create all sorts of problems in the roof, and they won't come back and fix it, or they've tried to come back and fix it, and they just don't know how. So obviously they put it up wrong, and then they didn't know how to resolve that problem. We might end up with some bad decking on this roof. We're not going to plumb the fascia off here. This is going to be strap home or snap block. So we'll keep you posted.